Hello and welcome to our tutorial for the WaveHit hammer. Today we will be discussing how to set up the WaveHit hammer, program it in both software and manually, and getting data from it. We will start by taking the hammer out of the packaging and securing the tripod attachment to our tripod stand. Then we will slide on the Wave hammer and secure it in place by twisting the screw into place. The WaveHit comes with a variety of different counterweights and tips for different applications. We want to select the tip and weight that will work best for our operation. If you are unsure of which attachments to use at any given time, please refer to the chart in the user manual for further information. We will now move on to how to program the WaveHit. There are two ways, through the WaveHit software or manually on the WaveHit device. We will continue by connecting the hammer to power, inserting your designated SD card, and finally turning the system on by using the big power switch located next to the power plug. It is recommended that you connect the hand release for easy operation, though it is also possible to select the corresponding button on the WaveHit GUI. In order to operate the unit, you can use the display and buttons found on the back of the WaveHit system. Here we can see the buttons Select, Escape, Plus, and Minus. The Select button activates the device menu, selects the displayed menu, or confirms a changed parameter. The Escape button navigates back one level within the menu tree or cancels the change of a parameter without changing it. The Plus button navigates forward one level, increases the value of a parameter by 1 for each button press, or will increase by larger steps if held down for a long period of time, whilst the minus sign navigates backwards one level, decreases the value of a parameter by 1 for each button press, or will decrease by larger steps if held down for a long period of time. Hit intervals, where you can adjust the force, hit interval, number of hits, and arm motor lock. Device instrumentation, where you can select the sensor, mass, tip, and sensor sensitivity. Network settings, where the IP address, MAC address, subnet mask, and gateway can be found, along with the DHCP mode enabled, and the ability to resort to default factory settings. And device information, where the firmware version, hardware version, total number of hits, max force, and total uptime can all be found, along with the ability to proceed all pending hits by either resuming the hit series or restarting the hit series. It is here within the navigation tree that you can set up your test. We will follow the same steps as last time, except instead of inserting an SD card, we will connect the unit to a PC using an Ethernet cable. You'll also want to make sure that you already have the WaveHit software installed on your PC. We will now launch the WaveHit software. To provide a brief overview of the user interface, there in the upper left corner, we are presented with the status of the machine, the ability to unlock and lock the hammer arm, and the 0-point search button, the force search button, and the start-stop hit series button. In the lower left corner, we have the control panel where we can adjust the force, the number of hits, and the intervals for the hits. We can then select the arrow next to the control and find the settings options where we can define the hammer sensor, the hammer weight, the hammer tip, the impact force range, the sensitivity, whether we are in DHCP mode or not, and the IP address. On the right-hand side, we will see a force over time graph and an amplitude over frequency graph, which we may then analyze. We will now move on to how to program a test. After ensuring that the hammer sensor, weight, and tip are all correctly selected for your setup and your IP address is defined for the hammer, you may then enter the control menu again. From there, we can assign the force we would like to apply and how many hits we would like to occur. For this example, we are using the plastic tip with 60 grams of weight, hitting 6 times at an interval of 1 second. We may then select the 0 button to zero the tool and then we may select the play button to run through the test. You should now be able to observe the graph and test results of each hit on the right side of the program. You are now ready to go out and use the WaveHit. As always, thank you for watching.